Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind Superstar Partyplex 12 FPS. This is Dog Meat Dog. This is canonically set before the Cheshire Rat, and some plot developments there. So, yeah, this is a flashback episode. Woo!
It had to be before the rat developed, and it had to be
Mm-hmm.
before the gay developments for lore reasons. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry, James.
Yep, he is still pining right now. So, gosh, okay. How do we want to start this off?
Well, James is on his first solo security patrol.
Mm-hmm.
How's he doing?
Let me just roll if I can type right.
Pat pat.
Oh, okay. All right.
What was that roll?
That was just a general how is James's mood doing kind of thing.
Oh
Uh,
no.
but
What?
yeah, this kind of makes sense a little bit. The last time he went alone on something, he ended up dying. So yeah, he's a little
Oh,
nervous.
buddy. Oh, buddy.
So he's a little bit nervous, and he is honestly very used to having uh patrolling with a partner at his back. So having a solo patrol is very weird for him, which kind of throws him off his game a little bit, I think.
Oh, poor guy. And then on top of that, he gets pecking lost.
Yep, unfortunately.
He gets pecking lost and ends up down in the deeper maintenance tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yep. His unease is kind of rising a bit, and he really, really hopes he doesn't run into hair wire because he will not have a good time if he runs into hair wire.
Yeah. Um, hmm. How does he notice?
Should I maybe roll perception?
Well, no, because we need him to notice.
Right,
So
right.
I'm just like, what does he notice?
Mm-hmm.
I think like he hears like a sound from one of the doors in this hallway. And yeah, I guess roll a perception to see if he figures out can narrow it down to which one.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
how quickly he can narrow it down to which one.
Okay. Need to look at his sheet again. Perception is a +6. That is a 14.
14. I think like it takes him a minute, but he eventually realizes, thankfully, it's not coming from the door to like the stairway down to the basement. It's coming from the dumpster. The door labeled dumpster.
There is some relief there, and he's gonna just cautiously open the door to the dumpster.
Hmm. It's dark in there, first of all.
Mm-hmm. Good thing he has a security flashlight.
Because he points his flashlight into the darkness and it doesn't. James doesn't do anything. It's like it just eats your flashlight after a certain distance. Um, and I think with that 14 perception, he can't really tell any movement, but he still hears like rustling.
He is concerned. Oh, that doesn't feel right. Okay. Uh-oh. He is very cautiously going to be edging his way into the dumpster, and he's just gonna be like, "Security, is anybody in here who shouldn't be?"
Where's the right little sound? Where's the right little sound? Where's my Animal Crossing? I think he hears like, and then it stops. The rustling stops.
I hold so soft. Oh, my heart. He just goes, hello?
Nothing. Roll me another perception and I will roll a stealth.
Okay.
How is your stealth, Glob? You're a giant trash doggy. Your stealth is good. I suppose it is easy to blend in with trash when you are the trash.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh.
For our listeners, James got a 15 on perception, but poor Glob got a 9 on
And that's
stealth.
with their +6 stealth.
Mm-hmm.
That's with their plus. Oh, they both had +6 stealth, +6 perception.
Mm-hmm.
They were evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
Like James scans around, and again, the darkness is still just eating his flashlight. It is doing nothing. But then he sees like, very low to the surface of the trash, I guess. Seems like trying to hide, 2 red eyes in the darkness.
Hey, James says. And he's going into Peregrine mode and kind of... This doesn't seem like a threat to James, because this little... well, he thinks little, but he will be corrected wrong. The little guy in energy, the Glob gives me little guy energy, Pengu.
Glob does have little guy energy.
So he's gonna just go, hey little guy, you're okay, I'm not mad. What you doing down here?
Roll a persuasion. Or which is better, your persuasion or Glob's insight? Glob's insight is 1.
Let me 1 second. Am I on? Oh, I didn't realize his persuasion was +4 now. Okay.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a Tums because I feel heartburn coming on. Hold
Oof. Oh, that's a 9. Oh no. That was not a good roll.
Where are my Tums?
Oh no. I hope you find the Tums.
Okay, hold on, because I don't want to be moving stuff around. That's gonna be... Wait, I found them. They're right here.
Oh, that's a mood.
Anyway, James got a 9 persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I will also roll an insight.
Yeah, feel free to roll insight.
Glob, please.
Hey,
12.
a 12. I think that's enough, because James isn't hiding this. He doesn't want to hurt Glob. He just wants to make sure that it's okay.
You see, like, the 2 eyes tilt, as in a head tilt, and it doesn't move closer, but it is listening to you.
Trying to think of what James would say. He kind of just like tries to keep his body language open and and he just kind of smiles at Glob and goes, "You're okay. You're not in trouble. I just want to make sure you're okay, bud."
Hear that little noise.
Oh, he is just like, oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing I've ever heard internally.
The little red eyes blink.
Can I come closer? Oh, why does he have a southern accent suddenly? Ugh. He,
Spontaneous southern accent.
bleh, 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 bleh. He, goes, can I come? Oh my gosh, sir! Huh.
It's okay. I think it's fine. Sometimes the accent comes out sometimes. That happens with people with accents.
It's just it tastes weird on my mouth when I'm trying to voice James.
I understand that. I understand that one.
So yes, he's just like, can I come closer?
The thing doesn't move towards you or away, and it's still just tilting its head.
James is slowly gonna approach.
Roll me perception, because you gotta like step on the trash to get to where they are right now. Roll me a little perception. Roll me a little perception.
Oh hey, nice person's
The
being
trash
nice
is
to me.
inky. The trash is inky. You're pretty sure it shouldn't be that way.
Concern, 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 concern. He's just like, hey bud, you hurt? Because that's what his brain goes to, is ink usually means hurt.
It's usually blood.
Yeah.
Usually blood. That's
Yeah.
too blood.
Yeah, so he's more concerned now.
But the thing tilts its head again and then shakes its head.
Okay. He kind of relaxes a little bit and goes, okay. You just an inky little guy?
It nods.
He's smiling. He's like, okay. So you ain't hurt. This where you live, bud?
Is he still coming closer?
Uh-huh.
I think like as he's saying that, he gets close enough that the darkness radius around him finally allows him to see Glob's little face peeking out of the trash.
Weh. He blinks for a moment because, like, registers kind of the bear-y kind of mask face.
Yeah, an animatronic face that is very goopy.
He's just kind of blink. Huh. But we've established that Glob does not feel pain or isn't really hurt in this case. And
It definitely feels pain.
Well, yes. I'm saying like it's not in pain right now.
Correct.
That's what I mean. It's not hurt right now.
Okay. It is not hurt right now. It's just a goopy little guy.
Just a goopy little guy. And so he just kind of blinks, registers, oh, animatronic-ish with
Seems so.
goop.
Yep, there's goop coming out of the eyes and the mouth and all. And it seems to have an earring.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little keychain that has been slightly haphazardly attached to one of its ears. Seems to be from the racetrack.
Yeah, he's smiling.
You got a 19 perception, so I'm carrying that over.
Mm-hmm. He's smiling. He's just like, oh, cute little guy. Well, not really little, but still.
Yeah, still, like it's still got its face very low to the trash right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
He kind of just smiles at Glob and kind of stops a little distance, like so as not to like make it feel cornered. And like he's just like, "Hey, bud."
Another head tilt.
I know you've been making some really cute noises, but any are you able to talk in common at all?
It shakes its head.
Okay.
I have no words.
Oh. Okay. Hmm. He's doing a think. Okay. Hmm. You okay if I keep calling you Bud until maybe one day you can tell me your name for reals?
It visibly perks up, and then like the its face scurries away a little into the darkness.
Oh. You good? James kind of
And then it comes back after a moment. It comes back after a moment, risen out of the trash considerably more.
Oh, you're a big guy. Okay. Hey, bud.
It is holding a pizza box.
Oh.
It drops it at your feet like a puppy.
There's just, oh, cute from James. Just like, his heart. He's gonna bend down and pick up the pizza box and examine it.
It is goop. It is inky. It is ink stained. And it has glob written on it.
Oh. That's your name, bud? Glob?
It nods.
Nice to meet you, bud. I'm James.
It just kind of wiggles. And risen out of the trash more, I'm still just gonna carry over that 19 perception. I don't want to give over this. But it's got like short fluffy hair. He's got like short fluffy hair.
Oh,
and like a jacket collar that is a little familiar to you, but you'd have to roll for that one. And also you notice a little movement, a little what looks like a puppy tail at the base of kind of where it meets the trash, that is wagging.
James is once again overwhelmed by the cute because he just is like, oh, this is a baby.
It's
baby.
Definitely a baby.
Baby as in puppy.
But definitely puppy.
I think James will roll history just to see if he can recognize the collar.
A little jacket collar.
Oh, that's a 7. No,
it does not ring familiar to you.
not enough. He kind of squints at it, but then kind of just shrugs and refocuses on Glob and smiles. So, I'm assuming this is where you live, huh?
It nods.
Okay. You doing okay down here?
It nods. A little more enthusiastically.
Okay, that's good.
It's doing just fine.
That's good. He's just so charmed.
I'm actually gonna roll a history for Glob. What is your history, sweet baby? Bad.
Oh!
16 though. 16 though.
Yeah.
Glob like tilts its head at you as it's listening to you, and it like kind of leans a little closer, its face a little closer to you, almost like it's studying you. You don't know why. You can roll an insight.
I am gonna roll an insight. That's a 12.
12. Um, hmm.
What do I get with a 12?
Glob is studying you. I think that's all I'm gonna give you.
Mm-hmm. James kind of spreads his arms out a little and kind of does a little rotate and's like, do I have something on me, bud?
It appreciates the turnaround to help it study you. I, it's like, It shakes its head. You don't have something on you. It's just curious about something.
Huh. Do I remind you of someone?
It nods.
Oh. Okay. He kind of rubs the back of his head. Well, I certainly would have remembered meeting you before. You're really adorable.
Ah, it beams. The tail waggles.
There is a little kind of a squee from James because the cute monster puppy. He wants to he kind of wants to take it home with him, but he knows that that's not right. This is its home. But
Also, it seems quite big.
yeah. But like there's that vibe where he's just like, I cannot take. But oh, if I could, I would give it the best home. He's already falling in love with Glob. Glob is adorable.
Yeah. Glob Glob does feel like it recognizes James from something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it knows what that something is, or at least is pretty sure, but it cannot communicate that.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, yep. James kind of worries the bottom of his lip in thought.
The big glob, the big blob just wiggles a
Mm-hmm.
little.
James does actually get an idea, though, and I'm gonna roll hammer space. That's a d10. Oh, good. Uh, no fumble. He pulls out a notebook and unsticks the pencil from the little spiral and quickly writes down the common alphabet, rips that page off, and then goes, okay, can you read common?
It looks at it and hmm. It understands the common alphabet, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can read, just because of
Mm-hmm.
how it um but it I think like Glob is gonna do something a little weird, but
Mm-hmm.
that's Glob's whole shtick.
Mm-hmm.
Um like a tentacle of ink like rises out from the trash and kind of like glorps onto the paper with the alphabet on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It gets James's hand a little. It's sticky. Um, and it feels familiar. You can roll another history if you'd like.
Woo!
Wait a second. Hold on.
Holding.
James in Facing the Funhouse, wasn't Glob like openly mentioned in that one, and
Oh
that's how James knew.
yeah, you're
Roll another
right.
history, this time at advantage,
Okay.
while I keep describing this. Um, Yeah, this tentacle of ink
gosh.
glorps onto the paper, like entirely glorps the paper, stays there a second, and then retracts and then glob nods. Dang it, 11. You can just get it.
Okay.
That ink, that sticky stuff on that James spelled on his. Dang it, what about what words? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
The sticky stuff felt remarkably like the thick ink that causes the overlaps. That he has had one.
He pauses for a moment, blanks, and goes, "Oh shit!" in realization.
Glub tilts his head at you. Um,
Do do you know what an cell overlap is, Glob?
it shakes its head. It does not know that word. It does not know those words in that order.
Okay. So, a cell overlap is when two tunes end up fusing into a temporary different being together.
It blinks. Processing. Processing. Visibly processing. This isn't me looking for the right sound. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um. Where is it? Yeah, let's just go with this one. Like, blinks, 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 and then it like perks. And it kind of looks back at its tail.
Can I roll something to see if James kind of connects the dots?
As far as
Like this is the overlaps are somehow kind of affecting Glob.
I think now that you put the connection of the ink to glob, yeah,
Okay.
because you can recognize the little jacket color at least.
Mm-hmm.
Can't recognize their other little glob grades, but
Mm-hmm.
and it does look at its tail and it wiggles
Yep.
its tail a little because like it saw that one. It saw that one happen. It's felt the others, but it saw that one.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll another history to see if James can connect the dots. Why is Dice Parser being so mean to me? That's
An advantage.
an advantage. Okay. 13.
13.
Okay, I feel like that maybe might be enough considering the other
You
clues.
recognize the Yeah, you recognize the jacket color now.
The overlaps, they're affecting you?
It looks back at you from its tail, tilts its head.
I recognize the color of the jacket you have on.
It wiggles a little as it looks at the little collar.
I fused with a friend a little while back.
It perks up again, I think with another little. Because it knew you. Its ink felt you before.
What? What? And he kind of smiles a little bit and goes, I guess we really had met before. Kind of.
Oh, wiggle.
Did you, get any memories from us, overlapping?
It blinks, seems to process again, and then shakes its head.
James sighs in relief.
Too distant for that.
Okay, good. I really don't want you to have seen some of my memories. They are not the best. Can I roll in? Can I roll insight to see what that means?
Oh, that's just their little questioning noise.
Oh, okay.
With the head tilt.
Okay. Yeah. He
You
kind
can...
of smiles a little wryly at Glob and goes, I've been through some not great stuff before coming here. He kind of...
Glob, like... Sorry.
Sorry.
Glob, like, brings its head a little closer to you. And kind of lower to you, and just kind of... You get the sense it looks at you a little sympathetically. Not gonna make you roll an insight for that one.
Meh. He kind of gestures at his face a little bit, where there's the cut scar on his cheek, and kind of pulls back a little bit of his hair so Glob can kind of see one of the burn scars. I got hurt kind of pretty badly, so kind of glad you didn't have to see that.
Oh. That's what it says when it looks at the scars.
James laughs. Yeah.
Its
Yeah.
tail wags. It likes laugh. It likes hearing laughter.
It was an oof, buddy.
Aww. Glob nods.
And he looks at Glob, because he did register that sympathy, and he goes, has anyone hurt you here?
He says, has anyone hurt you here?
Yep.
It kind of like looks, like glances to the side, like away from you. It doesn't nod or shake its head. It just makes that little noise.
I am going to roll insight just to make sure James connects a few dots. It's an 11. Do you think he would be able to connect some dots that, yeah, they...
I'll roll a contesting deception, because
Okay.
Glob, for once, does not... Glob usually wears its heart on its sleeve. It doesn't want it for this one, so I'm gonna roll a deception.
Okay.
Its deception is good, dang it. Not as good as that +9 insight, though.
I do jazz hands. He's a bird.
He's a bar. Ah! 8. Excuse me.
Alright, so...
Glob doesn't want to say yes. But... yeah, it seems so.
Aw, bud. I'm sorry, Glob. Is it
just hangs its head a little.
Is it okay if I give you a little hug?
Tail wiggle, 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 wiggle. It nods.
He kind of softly laughs a little bit, and he will very carefully try to hug Glob.
Glob kind of like presses its head into James's chest.
Oh, my heart.
It is goopy, and it smells bad.
He doesn't care. He just very gently kind of runs a hand through its hair and goes,
Roll me another perception.
oh boy,
While you're
okay.
doing that.
Okay, another perception. That's +6. Oh, a 10. Okay.
Okay. Well, I was putting the DC at this one at about a 10 because I was gonna make this one very easy. When you run your fingers through the hair, it definitely doesn't feel like normal hair, even though it looks mostly like it without touching it. It is definitely composed of the same sort of ink that the rest of of Glob seems to be, and also it's much more solid than the rest of Glob seems to be. The rest of Glob is actively dripping. The hair is
Mm-hmm.
not.
Mm-hmm. He
Same with the jacket collar and the tail.
mm-hmm. He kind of blinks a little bit and kind of just smiles because you are so cool, Glob.
Ah, it looks up at you.
I'm just kind of imagining James is kind of more smoothing his hand kind of against the hair in that case instead of through it.
Yeah. It's
And
it's it's a weird sensation.
mm-hmm. Like it's weird, but it's also kind of cool.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And he just kind of hugs Glob and just goes, from your reaction, it sounds like you getting hurt might have been an accident.
It nods.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
It just kind of awkwardly shifts.
But now that I know you're here, I'm gonna work and make sure that you don't get hurt like that again, okay?
Aww. It you think it smiles? The mask face is kind of perpetually smiling, but you think it smiles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's more of a smile in the eyes.
Yeah.
He's used to that kind of smile.
Yes.
And he just kind of smiles at it like, don't worry.
It kind of head bonks you again, gently.
He laughs a little bit and gives it a little bit more of a gentle squeeze.
Yay. It puts its head under your hand. Pets? Pets?
He will pet. He will give pets.
The tail wags.
Oh, good. Very good. He has this fondest smile on his face.
Aww. Glub seems happy right now.
James is also happy.
Yay!
He just is looking so very fondly at Glob as he gives it little pets. I'll make sure to drop by on my rounds, okay?
It nods again.
And he kind of thinks for a moment. Maybe I could set you up with a few signs. Just so if I come by and there's a problem, you can tell me.
It tilts its head. Neither I nor it understand what you mean by signs.
Like stuff pre-written out so Glob can kind of hold up a sign that says need help or like issue,
Aw.
like just little like laminated card versions of the speak buttons.
Aw. I think it nods then.
Just cuz
I like that idea.
yeah, just cuz it would help if there is another issue and stuff. It can kind of convey that a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like what
I would
James
like that very much.
what James really wants is like a little speak board for it where it has like all of like a huge library of words and stuff and it can kind of pick and choose what it says.
Yeah. Yeah, it could use that.
Mm-hmm. But alas, James does not have access to the right family fortune right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I
Not yet, anyways.
do want to remember that idea from you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that idea.
Yes.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. Just because accessibility! Woo!
Yeah. Bob doesn't really have a voice.
No, it doesn't. And I hold it so very soft.
Yeah.
And so does James. He doesn't care if he smells like trash right now. This is more
He
important.
does. There's trash on his uniform now.
Mm-hmm.
And gunk.
Yep. He kind of pauses and then kind of frowns a little bit and goes, "Now, this isn't me wanting to hurt you or anything, but are you able to get wet?"
It blinks. Thinks. Thinks. Thinks.
'Cause you're very inky.
It shrugs. It genuinely does not know.
Okay. He's thinking. Just because, like, yes, it's made out of trash, but trash can be cleaned and then turned into really cool things like sculptures and stuff. So
Yeah.
so he's just like, if the water doesn't hurt Glob and it's still able to keep all of the things that make it itself with being washed, it could, in theory, be able to travel better. Because, like, he's already thinking about, like, oh, it doesn't seem to be able to, like, go out and go beyond this room.
No, not really. But its body works funny.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to try and study its body more, you'd have to roll an Arcana.
Oh, boy.
And you have to get a pretty high roll.
Okay, alright. James is going to try just because he is thinking about it.
All right. What's your Arcana, boy?
+3. Oh, that's a 9.
No,
No.
that does not do it.
Nope.
That does not do it. There is ink and there is trash and it is glob.
Mm-hmm.
That is all you know.
Yep. He just kind of studies it a little bit more and kind of rubs the back of his head like, okay. And just kind of, he just, we'll table that line of questioning, I think, because I really don't want to hurt you, Glob.
Aw. It nods. Another gentle head bonk. It appreciates that.
Aww. He is just, smiling so fond as he kind of softly laughs. You really like those head bonks, huh, bud?
Nod. It bonks his head into you again.
He laughs. He's just like, careful, don't knock me over.
It's like it's wiggling a little like it is giggling, even though you don't hear anything.
Aww.
Well, you might hear a tiny something. Roll perception.
Okay. Perception +6. Oh, dirty 20.
You hear like a tiny like it sounds like TV static very quietly. That is like kind of sounds like giggling.
There is just an audible blink blunk as James blinks at that and then just smiles. Aww. You giggling, bud?
It nods. Um, where's the... But that is not its giggle. It's just one of its sound effects.
I think James with a 20 can tell that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your giggle. And he is referring to the other, not the sound effect, but the more sound of the staticky kind of giggles.
Yeah. I don't think Glob is fully aware that you heard that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he just kind of smiles at Glob. Just so very soft. Is there anything you need
Hmm.
from down here, bud?
It tilts its head at you.
James kind of shrugs a little. Like, are you comfy? Should I maybe bring down a few blankets for you?
Hmm. I think I think like its trash shifts. Um, and then a tentacle pulls out like a little kitchen towel that has been trashed down here and is now very inky. It's like, is this a blanket?
Oh, that's a towel, bud. It's kind of like a blanket. It's smaller. It's for drying your hands.
Glob looks at at its inky tentacle.
It's okay, but I don't think a few blankets would hurt, because they're nice and soft. And I don't care if a few of my blankets get inky if you're using them.
Oh. It like roll an insight.
Oh no, that's a nat 1.
Oh, you do not perceive.
No, I do not perceive. I cry.
Um, I think Glob just, after a moment, just shakes its head a little.
No blankets?
No. It looks a little sad about this. Just a little.
James kind of squints a little bit. Do you feel like you would ruin the blankets if I brought some down for you?
It she fidgets a little, I guess is the word, fidgets,
Mm-hmm.
and then nods.
Oh, Glob. You wouldn't ruin anything.
Roll another insight.
Dice parser, please. Oh! Yay! A dirty 27!
Yeah, you say you wouldn't ruin anything, and Glob hangs its head a little, and you know it knows that's not true.
Oh. Oh. Oh, my heart. Oh.
Yeah.
He. James is just like, oh. Oh, my heart. Oh.
Yeah.
He. He is figuring out how to word this, slash, I am trying to figure out how to word this as he. I think. Well, one sec. Okay, yeah, he does not fumble. He pulls out uh, a black and red cape from his hammer space and kind of folds it on his arm. Well, no, actually, he will kind of fluff it out a little bit and then kind of just sit on the trash on top of the cape.
It blinks at you curiously. It doesn't understand what you're doing.
He kind of pats his lap. Come here, bud.
Oh, it understands that, and it will kind of like lay pretty much just its head
Mm-hmm.
on James's lap.
Oh, good.
My
And
ear itches.
he gently starts petting the hair and the head.
Tail wiggle wiggle.
Getting something dirty or putting a few holes in things. That's not ruining it. Gently stroking Glob's head.
Glob doesn't look at your face at that.
It's okay. You're okay, Glob.
Hmm. Well, you see, the reassurance of getting stuff messy and getting holes in it isn't ruining doesn't help Glob because that's not what it meant.
Mm-hmm. He I think after a little bit with the 27 of his insight, I think he would get that that's what it wasn't thinking of.
Yeah, there's something else.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of gives a little sad sigh. Did you end up breaking some stuff?
Hmm. Well, yes, but that's it
Is
looks
it
up at you and it nods.
is it also thinking about people it's hurt?
That's part of it, but
Mm-hmm.
that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the part about the blanket specifically, but it
Mm-hmm.
does look up at you and it nods a little.
Oh, bud.
You still you still get the sense that's not the root issue with the blanket though.
Mm-hmm. There's Glob looks up at James and there's just sympathy very clearly written on his face.
Oh. Blink blink.
He chuckles a little bit, gently petting head.
It loves head pat.
Good, good. Very good. And he kind of visibly kind of worries his his teeth
Hold on.
against
One
his lip.
sec.
Do 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 ba ba da ba 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 ba.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Anyway, as you were saying.
Yeah, James kind of worries his teeth between, well, wait, worries his lip between his teeth as he thinks a little bit. But that's not the whole of it, right?
It nods again.
Do you feel like you don't deserve it?
I think at this point it like a tentacle like pokes at your pocket where you pulled stuff out of your hammer space, where you pulled out that notebook earlier.
Oh, do you want my notebook again?
Nod.
Okay. And I'm just gonna D10. Hey! It's another not fumble. So he pulls out the notebook.
The tentacle grabs it.
Whoop, okay. You now have my notebook.
And another tentacle starts writing in its own ink on the notebook. You can tell it's clearly struggling writing on such a small surface compared to like the pizza box.
Okay, he is going to get a much bigger sketchbook. Kind of one of those that are for like really big projects.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pull that out and go, here, actually use this. And he hands it over to one of the tentacles.
Glob hands you back your notebook while grabbing the big sketchbook. Trade. And then it gets back to writing much easier this time. It writes, can't give thing back.
Oh. But it would be yours.
It blinks at you.
You don't have to give it back.
You get hugged.
Oh. He will hug back.
Yippee! It didn't know that. It didn't know it didn't have to give it back.
Oh, my heart. Yeah, usually when people give you something, you don't have to give it back. And if they ask for it back, they're being jerks.
It nods. You were being hugged. You were being inkily hugged.
He will hug back.
Yay!
It'll take me a bit to get you a lot of blankets, because I feel like you deserve a bunch of blankets. But...
Wiggle.
Don't worry, bud. You'll have a lot of soft things. He's so soft. Glob deserves the world.
Yeah.
When I do my kind of checkup rounds on you and just how things are going, I'll make sure to bring a blanket. Okay?
I think you get another little head bonk.
He laughs and kind of playfully wrestles the head a little bit, very gently.
I think Glob just interprets that as you hugging its head, and it just wiggles.
I mean,
it doesn't.
It kind of is. Like, it's a hug, but kind of like smoothing the hands all over the face a little bit with the hug, you know? Kind of like how you do a dog. When,
Yeah.
like, your hands go on their snout and you go pop, 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 pop with your hands.
Yeah. I'm just messing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Glob just likes that as a hug.
Aww. James is just so friggin' soft for Glob.
Man.
Mm-hmm. James is just like, I would lay my life down again to protect this Glob.
This big puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Who definitely seems to be all the trash in this dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
On account of the ink.
Yep. James is just like, I have only met Glob for an hour so far, but I would do everything to make sure that this Glob is okay.
Well, good luck.
He's gonna do his best. That's kind of his standard with a lot of people.
He does his best all the time. I love him for it.
And he loves you, I finger gun.
Yay! And he loves Glob now.
Mm-hmm. The giant trash puppy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And
think.
he's made the connection about Glob and the overlaps.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I pat his head. He is a very smart boy. Even though
He's a very smart boy.
Even though the dice were bullying him.
He's a very smart boy. He's so good.
He is. And I point at him that it kind of makes sense that he would be one of the people to connect the dots.
Fair. He's one of the people who both have overlapped and know Nova and Yag.
Yep.
And now knows Glob.
And now knows Glob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that slightly.
Okay. That's my mom talking to the dog.
Oh, okay.
One of them.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's great. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we should have the two of them do.
Any more questions James might have for the big trash puppy?
Not really.
Then I have no further thoughts.
Okay. I think after a while of kind of just cuddling and giving Glob some pets and stuff.
Oh. Glob loves cuddles.
Yay! James loves them too. He is going to get up and bid Glob a good night, but he is going to leave the cape that he used to sit on. And that is now Glob's.
It is now Glob's, and Glob doesn't have to give it back. Oh,
it is
Glob is unused to that one.
Oh, he does pick it up and then kind of officially hand it over to Glob. And he goes.
Glob tucks. I think Glob tucks its head under it to put it over its head.
James is gonna cry. That's the most adorable thing ever he's ever seen. And
Its tail wiggles.
And he just kind of does a little sniff and goes, "It's yours. It's yours, Glob."
Wiggle.
Yippee! He laughs a little, so very fond.
Aww.
Everyone deserves some comforting things. And I'm glad Peregrine's cape can do that for you.
It tilts its head. It doesn't know who that is, but it thinks the cape is nice, so its tail still wiggles.
It's nothing. It's my cloak. I give it to you. He just kind of chuckles softly, and then he's gonna start heading out, but he is gonna wave to Glob as he goes.
Blob waves back, even though it has the cape over its face and should not be able to see you wave. But somehow it waves back.
James isn't gonna question it. Glob is Glob.
Glob is Glob. Glob is a strange little beast.
And James is unfortunately covered in thick ink at this point.
Yeah, well, not all of the ink that composes them is the thick ink. However, if you want some of the ink that's currently on him to be thick ink, then that's up to you.
I do think he would have some thick ink on him as well as the normal ink.
Yeah.
Just because he was in such close proximity to Glob.
Yeah.
But since he's basically covered in trash and ink and smells like trash and ink, he is going to, instead of finishing his patrol, he is going to really quickly duck into his room that Nova gave him and take a shower.
Yeah. I think the thick ink washes off the same as the normal ink, actually. Maybe just a little harder to clean off. It's deceptively similar to their normal ink.
The main issue is when you come in contact with another toon.
Exactly. That's when it shows its differences.
Yep. Yeah, so I feel like we can end it there with kind of like the camera zooming out from James's room.
Yeah.
Just in kind of I'm imagining kind of like one of those star window things, kind of go shoo pop.
Steven Universe ending.
Yeah. Steven Universe ending.
Yeah.
Oh, this was super fun. Thank you, Pingu.
Total softness.
Yep.
Just softs.
Just softs.
Just softs.
Just softs. Thank you, audience members. Now and in the future, we will see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.